Mail. And a bunch of it as well, because just look at this pile. We've got some stuff that is still packaged. We've got a lot of raw cards. And we even have a couple of slabs. So I'm very excited for this. These have been piling up over the weeks. And as you know, once I have a bunch of things, I like to share it with all of you. And that is exactly what we're going to do today. So we have Digimon Raw. We've got raw Digimon cards. We've got raw Pokemon cards. As you may remember, over the past few weeks, I've started collecting the non-English Digi-Battle cards. And there is quite a couple of them right here, starting off with this German Digimon. So there we go. I opened a bunch of German cards, or that I bought from someone, but I still needed quite a few as well. So these will go into the collection and make it a bit more complete. Continuing, for instance, with Garudamon as well, also in German. And in the back we have a Sherrymon, which I always loved. This is such a cool card. I love the guy. These are all from Series 2. Ramon as well, also a very cool card. Now, the cards are not entirely perfect. You might see quite some whitening here and there on the borders. But yeah, you know, it's okay. They're still in a decent condition. The front looks still very sweet. And they were just for the binder anyway, so I'll gladly take them. We've got a Kokatoremon. Also in German. And yeah, here again, the borders are a little, I've got some whitening on them, but still look fine to me. Then, yeah, here we go. This is a very special one. We've got a German Aerovidramon. Now, there's one card in the back, which I'll show you in a moment. But yeah, this one, also in German. Again, not entirely perfect. You can see some dents here and there, some small creases. But yeah, it's a holo, and everything non-English in holos is a bit harder to find, making them pretty unique, a bit more rare. I wouldn't say necessarily that the price would increase. They're harder to find, but not as many people look for them either. Yeah, it's difficult. And then in the back of this one, we have a MetalGreymon, a French one. Now, it may not look like it, but this is actually a very, very rare card, because this is a promo card. Now, if we zoom in here to the bottom of the card, we can see that it says that this indeed is a promotional item, and that it should not be resold. Yeah, resold, Jesus. That's something that not a lot of people know, but the first 12 cards in the French Series 1, they all have a promo version as well. Whilst the non-promo version also exists. And this MetalGreymon is just 1 out of 12. Now, all of these cards, they come from one person. And for those of you who are familiar with this hobby of the Digi-Battle cards, you may or may not know, they all come from Jasper Mook. Now, he is a very nice bloke, very nice guy, and he also makes custom cards. So this Black War Greymon, for instance, is one of the cards that he created. This is also a holo. And yeah, it looks pretty cool, I have to say. He has some very nice designs. It's all in that original art style. They're a tiny bit smaller, however, compared to the official cards that I can tell. So we can, if we lay on top of each other, you can see that the original card is a bit wider, a bit higher as well. But then again, the non-English cards, they are a bit wider as well in general. Looks pretty cool. We also have the back. It's a bit more obvious that it's not a legit one there, but still very, very nice. And I know that a lot of people actually do collect them and like them, so it's very nice of him to include one of these. Thank you for that, Jasper. I do appreciate it. I'll put this one aside though, as we continue with MetalGreymon. That's the card that I first bought from him that included the Black War Greymon, and then I bought the others later. So here we go. This one is actually an Italian one. I opened the Italian booster box not long ago, and I still needed a couple of them. So MetalGreymon is just 1 out of those. So very, very lovely. Now my set is as good as complete, as we also have the Italian, geez, I want to say Japanese, but the Italian MetalGreymon of that same set. So very, very cool indeed. I really do like him. Yeah, MetalGreymon's one of my favorites from that entire set. Looks so beautiful. Again, not perfect, but for the price that I paid and the condition it's in, yeah, you know, it's pretty clean. There's some scratches here and there, small stain, but nothing too major. Yeah, I'll take it. I didn't pull one. And then one card that's very, very special. And I've got one not too long ago in a previous mail day. This is the MetalGreymon DW-01. So this is the Digimon World promo version. Now this card, as I said back then, actually came as a promo card with the Digimon World game on PlayStation 1. And they all have this unique numbering, so out of 100,000. So the previous card that I had, which I got from my good friend and fellow collector and YouTuber, Base Digimon, that one was a bit damaged. And then like a week later I came across this one. I was like, hey, this one is in a very nice condition. So that's why I decided to buy it. Like, honestly, it's very, very clean. We have a MetalGreymon, again in a different language, but this one is actually a Spanish version. So yeah, there we go. Spanish MetalGreymon. The first Spanish card that I actually have as well, believe it or not. But it looks very sweet. It's basically the same. This one has the same font compared to the Italian cards, like I mentioned in my unboxing of the Italian box, where the font is just bigger. This one follows the English setup, so or any other language except for Italian. And yeah, very sweet. I really like them. The first Spanish card that I have, and it's MetalGreymon. But it was very cheap. But these are not that easy to find. The Spanish ones are, I'd say, the hardest ones to find. Or people simply don't post them online. Perhaps that's also an option. Moving on with the Pokemon cards. Actually, you know what? Before we move on with the Pokemon cards, let's have a look at one of the slabs that I have here with me. Here we go. Got 3 slabs here with me today. Now my camera doesn't like PSA slabs because it always reflects so damn much. You see the camera, you can see my face, the mic. But this one is, boom. Look at that. Curse of Dragon from the Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon. So we do have some Yu-Gi-Oh cards today as well. So all 3 TCGs that I collect. Yeah, so this is an OG print. It's not from the reprint. It's a 9, so not a 10. It's also not first edition, but it is the North American release. And what I really like about this one, besides being an awesome card, is that we have a whole holo shift going on. So you see that shadow-esque effect there? That is a holo shift. I really like cards like this. It makes them a bit more unique, although they're already unique to me. But I just love them so much. And yeah, it's definitely a card that I always loved ever since I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, those old nostalgic feelings. It's such a unique monster, and I love the design of it. So having a OG print North American version that has a holo shift, that is quite special to me, and a very nice addition to my collection, I would say. Moving on with the Pokemon cards. So let's have a look. I have quite a bunch of Pokemon cards. Again, they're all singles. Oh yeah, here we go. We start off with Electabuzz from the base set. Now, that was also in the last mail day video. Turned out that one wasn't Dutch, which is funny, because that's my native language, and somehow I didn't notice. So yeah, now we actually do have a Electabuzz base set that is in a very nice condition, and in English as well. Moving on to the next one, we have a Victory Bell from the Gym Heroes set. So this is one of those rare cards that is a non-holo, but they tend to go for quite a bit. Like I paid like almost €10 for this card, and that's like a normal price for these. So I tend to wait and then snag them when I find one for a decent price. And of course when they're in nice condition as well. Although this one has a bit of a small scratch there in the corner, very, very tiny, but it goes in the binder, so it doesn't bother me too much. And the rest of the card still looks pretty clean to me, so that's the most important thing. We've got Dragonite from the Fossil set. This is a card that I actually still needed. The Fossil set, I have basically completed it, but I still need a couple here and there. I think there might be another card that I still need from the set, or maybe 2 even. But yeah, Dragonite is one of them. I still need this one as an actual holo, although I have a first edition holo from from the big box that Patrick sent me a while ago. And yeah, it's a very unique card, of course, but they're a bit expensive. So there we go. Dragonite, very, very cool. Moving on, I think we might also have Gengar and Moltres from the same set. Yeah, there we go. There we go, Moltres. And then I think the next one indeed is Gengar, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, here we go. So these three non-holos from the fossil set, the last 3 that I still needed. Well, I did have a Moltres, but it was pretty beaten up. Moving on to, here we go. We've got a Scissor. This is a promo card, number 33, the original Black Star promo cards. Yeah, nowadays there is just so many promos. Like every set, every box has a promo card nowadays. But back then they didn't. They were actually promos. They actually felt special, and they still hold some value as well for that reason. I think there might be another Scissor in this set or in this pile, but I'm not entirely sure. We have, oh, here we go. We start with the holos. So those were all the non-holos. Now we got to see all the holos. We start off with Neo Discovery Magnemite. Yeah, that is lovely though. Very cool. I like the artwork. It's like the 3D effect with that, yeah, that digital background. It's almost like a Digimon card, really. It reminds me a bit of Digimon World. Very happy with that one. Still one that I needed. Yeah, oh yeah, Hitmontop, holo as well, from the same set. Yeah, I ordered them all by set, so, you know. But yeah, Hitmontop, that's a card that I actually did have, but the one that I have, although in a very nice condition, the button of the Pokeball in the back was colored in, because I had it second hand, or like a long time ago, got it from a pile of cards. And this one is honestly, it's gorgeous. It's perfect condition, really. Continuing with might be another Neo Discovery boy. Yep, indeed, we have a Houndour. That's a card I actually still needed, and wow, this looks so beautiful. Look at that. That is beautiful artwork. Yeah. Again, name in condition. So, yeah, very happy with that. Very, very happy. Do we have another Neo Discovery card? Nope. We continue with Gym Heroes again, but this time the holos. We have Brock. So, this is one of the few. Yeah, and Erica, but I think she is coming up as well, as a matter of fact. I think she might be next. Yes, indeed. Indeed. So Erica and Brock were the 2 last gym heroes or gym leaders in general from those 2 sets that I still needed. So there we go. Both as a holo. Looks fantastic. Now Brock here has a very small scratch on the trainer surface part. Very tiny scratch. But other than that, he is in a very lovely condition still. And Erica, yeah, Erica's cool. I like Erica. She's definitely my second favorite after Sabrina, so beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now we will have a couple of more of the gym heroes or gym, what's the other one? Gym challenge sets. We might have one right now. Yes, indeed. We have Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz. Now, again, lovely, lovely card. Now, I believe this one had a very small crease somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to find, I think it was on the back. Yeah, so here at the top, we've got a small little crease there at the very top, which is not noticeable in the front actually, so that's why I didn't really mind about it that much. We've got a couple more. We have, oh, Blaine's Moltres. Yeah, Blaine's Moltres next, again from the Gym Heroes set, and again a very, very lovely card. It's got some very small stains here and there, but it doesn't really pick up at first glance. You really have to hold it in a certain angle, so it doesn't bother me too much. And again, very lovely condition, so he can join the collection. Next cards, let's see what we have. We have, yeah, okay, moving on to the Gym Challenge set, which is the second set. We have Koga's Ditto. Again, one of those cards that I still needed. I paid a bit too much for it, but it came together with a bunch of other cards. So, you know, I saved on shipping that way. So got a little swirl there, it seems. Yeah, got a little swirl there, as you can see. Okay, very nice. And then, let's see what's next. We have... Okay, so I guess that's it for the Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge sets. Now we continue with the Neo sets. First of all, we've got the Metal Energy. And again, a lovely swirl. Look at that. That's almost like an Omanai there. Wow, that's a big one. Lovely swirl there. Continuing with probably more Neo Genesis, we have... Yeah, there we go. We have Jumpluff, and I know, because I'm an idiot, I have another one. because I bought 2 by accident from different sellers. Again, one of those cards that I have as a first edition holo, but not as a actual unlimited one. So that's why I picked them up twice, so that I could finish that set, which is almost complete as well. There was like 5 cards I missed from the Neo Genesis set of this entire lot. Let's see what might be next. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Here we go, there's another of the Neo Genesis cards that I still need. Typhlosion, a card that goes for quite a lot of money, and I managed to pick this one up for less than half. It goes for like €100 very often. I picked this one up for 40. Having paid €40 for a card that goes for, like, in this condition, to up to 100. I'll gladly take it. Continuing with the next card. Oh, there's 4 more left. This one included. We have Neo Revelations Magneton. Now this is a set that I started collecting not too long ago, as a matter of fact. So yeah, I barely have any cards from this set, especially the holos. But they look so fantastic. And here we go, we've got Magneton. Yeah, that looks so cool. So I guess these are all just Neo Revelation cards then. I think, yeah, okay, yeah, there we go. We've got another Jumpluff. Again, 2 of them. This time building a snowman. Looks very cute, I have to say. They look very adorable. Yeah. And then I think the next one is Delibird. Yes, indeed. There we go. Delibird, also from the same set, Neo Revelations. And again, a holo that I didn't have yet, so here we have him. And then the final card, also from the same set, but a very special one. Well, actually, no, it's not from this set, I think. Oh, is it? I don't know. Doesn't matter. What we have, ladies and gents, is Ho-Oh. Okay, it is from the same set. But yeah, there we go, Ho-Oh. Look at that, huh? Again, a very expensive card that I managed to snag for half. So I did a very nice deal on this one. And again, we've got a lovely, lovely swirl there underneath his beak. What is his talons? Not too long ago, I picked up the YuGiOh from Neo Genesis. Now we have his counterpart, Ho-Oh. Wow, that's a beautiful card, though. And again, very minor edge wear. Just a bit of whitening at the top, but that is literally it. Rest of it, this card is very, very clean. Anyway, moving on to our PSA slabs again. We have 2 of them, both YuGiOh cards. I will, you know what, we'll go have a look at this one first. Because right here we have... Ooh! Perfectly Ultimate Great Morph. And this is a promo card for, let me zoom in, the Sacred Cards video game. So a very special thing is, with Yu-Gi-Oh games back in the day, they would come with promo cards. Usually consisting of like a trio of cards. The Perfectly Ultimate Great Morph was one of them for the Sacred Cards. A game that I own myself. However, I never owned this one. And that is because per region that a game gets released, they have different promo cards. So I never owned this card. I always loved it so damn much, even though I do own the game. But yeah, I had different promo cards. I think we had Exchange, Skull Dice, and Graceful Dice with the Sacred Cards game. But yeah, this is the American version. It will also say right here. We have TSC-001 instead of European would have an E there as well. So that makes them quite unique and also harder to complete, of course, for that reason. Very, very pleased with that. Looks fantastic. Anyway, we're gonna go open these up next. And then we still have one card as well, a PSA slab that is still packaged as well. So I'm gonna get my hobby knife here. So what we have here, ladies and gents, is some more Digimon cards. And not Digi-Battle cards for once, no. We have some animated series cards. Now, the past few weeks I've been talking to a fellow collector who has been buying a lot of sealed boxes from the animated sets. And we made a trade. I traded some Digi-Battle cards for some of these. And then it seems we have some random Series 1 cards. But we have the actual cards that we traded, so these are all just extras coming up in just a moment. So let me see what we have here. Yeah, the animated series cards, I opened a bunch of Series 2 cards like a while ago, like a complete set, so to speak, but non-holos. So these are just the Series 1 cards, and they were in very nice condition as well. Very, very lovely. Is the Emojimon, Cedron, one of my favorite cards, or one of my favorite Digimon. TK and Tokamon, Digivolve Champions, and Mimi and Tanamon. So it seems like we're just missing Joe from the Digidestined maybe. But what we actually traded is this entire pack. These are all animated series 2 cards. And they're all holos. Now I myself have a couple of holos from this specific set. But I have the European versions. These are all American versions holos. So the holo pattern is actually different. Now I don't have my European versions here with me, otherwise I could show you. But let's have a look though. Here we go. Starting off with Mammothmon. And let me zoom out a bit. So these cards have like a shadow foil effect. Compared to the European version where we've got like stars and dots almost. Which is, in my opinion, they look cooler. But still, very, very nice. Penetrate Evil Dimension. Mega Kabuterimon versus Vadamon. So this is the episode where Kabuterimon digivolves to ultimate level. Very cool. We have Kari Kamiya. There's also some hairs here. Eee, those better not be pubes. That would be pretty nasty. Got Vegemon. That's so funny. We have Devimon. Sneaky little bastard in the anime. Yeah, Gizamon, yeah, I love this one. Such a cool Digimon as well. So yeah, what's unique about these is that all of these cards are actually, well, animated series. So they're all based off the episodes from the Digimon Adventure. So the backs will all have like these little stills from the actual anime, as you can see. So Gizamon. Got here we go. Garudamon versus Meodismon, which is I think the first episode Garudamon appears in as well. Yeah, I believe so. It's been a while. I should rewatch it. Next we've got Garudamon versus oh, that might be this episode that he digivolves to. Yeah, that might be it. That might be it. That they digivolve to Garudamon versus Mammothmon. Oh, here we go. This is cool. Bonds of Friendship. All the champions there. That looks very sweet. Yeah, that's cool. That is cool. I like that they all come in these card savers as well. Those are very useful. We've got Zunamon, also a very nice effect with that holo there. Lovely. Lovely. We've got Dokugumon, the little spider. Oh, that's sweet. I'm trying to have a nice clear picture at the holos, but the camera doesn't like it. Continuing with, oh, Tyrannomon, yeah. Yeah, that of course is a very unique Digimon, or very known Digimon, I should say. Yeah, that looks nice though, Tyrannomon. Lovely. Got, ooh, this one is cool. MetalGreymon versus the Vitramon. We've got Getamon there as well. Ah, damn, it's very hard to pick. Oh, that's me. It's very hard to pick up there. The camera does not like these clear plastic things with those lights on it, reflected so much. But this is a cool card though with that holo effect. Yeah, that looks fantastic. That looks fantastic. Alright. Oh, Skullmeramon. That is cool too. Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool card. Wow. Wow. Now the thing is, Mega Citramon. Again, one of my favorites. Yeah, that looks sweet. The thing is, I had no clue. He sent me all of his doubles. I have no clue what cards that he had doubles of. I didn't have any of the American versions, so I said, just send me whatever you have. All of these cards are a surprise to me, and it's very sweet. I like this. I really do like this. We've got a Datamon. There you go. Very cool. Datamon. I like that one. We've got a Phantomon. I like that episode with him, with all the Pokemon following him around. We've got, oh, here we go. Zudamon versus Mega Cedron, which I think is the episode that Zudamon digivolves. Oh my god, Nanimon. Yeah, and then I bet the back, yeah, that's him drinking the sake. Which in the Western version has been translated to lemonade, but he's getting drunk as can be. Got Flymon. Really cool Digimon in my opinion. Looks cool. The shadow file, I like it, but the European version is cooler in my opinion. Genai, there we go. Ah, that one I didn't expect. Forgot that he was in here as well. They've got, ooh, Myodasmon himself. Look at that. Yeah, nice. And then last one, I already saw the back. We have Wizardmon, which is one that I also have the European version of. So there we go. A bunch of cards. Well, none of them that I had in the the American print, the American holo. So very, very lovely. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for the extras as well. And I hope that all trades that my end will get you safe as well. So anyway, that means it is time for the last card for today. The last slab. And this one is still wrapped in some the bubble plastic. That's the word. And of course, again, we've got another YuGiOh PSA card. Let me zoom out a little bit. And there's one that maybe no one will expect, but it is Rude Kaiser. There we go. Yeah, a PSA 10 first edition Rude Kaiser. So this card is from Structure Deck Kaiba SDK. So the first Kaiba deck ever released. And I always loved this monster so much due to different games and all that. And I just love the design. Such a cool monster. And I really wanted him as a PSA. So I found one as a 10. And I was like, oh. And so I bought it. So here we go. Rude Kaiser PSA 10 first edition. Yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, ladies and gents, there we go. That will be it for today. That was all that I bought. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, then please let me know by leaving a like. Let me know by leaving a comment what your latest purchase was. And then we will see each other in a next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.